And I did it! Yay! Perfect. Annoyingly, you don't get as many points as you would do in Street Fighter, because in Street Fighter you get 30,000, but hey, I'm happy with anything, really. Who am I fighting against next? I'm fighting against another blocker in Asuka. Where she's another character, a bit like the Shredder, who just blocks and blocks and blocks and blocks and blocks. So does Chromedome as well, but he doesn't do it as much as Asuka does. You know. And this music as well was just amazing. You know. It's this and... It's this and Tales in Time, which has some of the best soundtracks in my opinion. Okay, is that going to be her? No, it's not. Fuck. And the really cool thing about this game as well is the lower in health you get, the faster the energy fills up. So that means the more times you can use your finishing, like your special moves. And it adds a lot more sort of like dimension and cleverness to the game because you're kind of waiting to, you know, fill up your special, because you can see here it's not filling up very fast, but then as soon as I hit in the flashing health, when you're low on the health and be like, okay, I'm close to being knocked out, that's when it fills up quicker, so. I think Asuka's the only character that doesn't actually have any, besides the Shredder, is one of the only characters that doesn't have any projectiles. But in a sense, the Shredder does have a projectile, because as you saw from the demo, he can block the projectile to go back to you, so he kind of does, but he doesn't, so yeah. Neither does Kurai or the Rat King, but they're more the bosses, so they don't want to make them to be too OP, and that kind of thing as well, you know, so it's quite interesting to kind of see the things of, like Phil and obviously the moves and stuff as well too, so. I did it! Do you see the results for many years of training? A lot of times they say the same thing continuously, but I like to just at least say what Leo says, because to me I just think it's so fucking cool to kind of just repeat what it says. Thunderdome! My favourite song for the entire game. I know I love Back Alley and everything, but this song, is fucking amazingly good. I'm just gonna not say any more and let the song speak for itself.
Round two, fight!
And that was the Thunderdome song there, guys. I fucking love that song. It's fucking glorious. It's so, so good, man. I love it. Oh, and here you've got April talking to Leonardo again because you won the match. And he says, do you see the result from the many years of training? As he does, because Leonardo is fucking A. Next, we're back on the pirate ship. Oh, I hate Armagon. He's always a character that I always have trouble against, but I did figure out a way to kind of beat him, but it's a bit cheap. But against the CPU, it's not the end of the world, so. That fucking hell. Some of these moves take so much fucking damage off your health. It's insane. Because a really cool thing about the game as well too is there was a mod that a lot of like fans of the game made, which they made into an even bigger game, being the TMNT X Justice League or Cross Justice League, however you want to pronounce it and stuff. And it's just so cool to have it where in the mod, being basically Turbo / Tournament Mode Champion Edition, that they've added different colours to all the different characters. They've made all the moves a lot more fairer, so rather than, in a sense, one move taking off a fucking load of damage, they've done it where, for example, you only lose a bit of your health. And I think for me that's like the best way to play it, because some moves, especially as well with that move you saw in the first round with the like jumping move against you and everything, and also sort of the rising thunder, and if your other moves do a lot of damage, and it's like you can go from like full health to pretty much like a third gone really quickly. I did it! Do you see the results for many years of training? I think I've had that one about 3 or 4 times so far. Come on, Leo, mate, I know you've got more stuff you can say, buddy. Maybe it depends on the character you fight against, maybe that's to do with it as well. And you've got the back alley here, because you've got, only in this game, versus this version of the game, you only have two colours, where in Champion Edition you have, I think, about 6 colours, I believe you have in that game. I haven't really played it for a while, but I've seen it been played and it looks so good, so. I love that sort of stuff where people like do mods to like make even a great game even better and stuff, because, you know, I know this game isn't seen as like, as part of the FG, the fighting game community, as much like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, etc. But I still think it plays really well, and with the mods and the balancing and stuff, and making more of the characters seem more sort of like going from, let's say for example, a D tier in a way to like an S tier, makes it more fair in the way that it all works. Because I'll be honest, as much as I do love Leonardo, there are way better characters than him. Like Donatello, for one, is like definitely an S tier. If you're able to use him right and he basically hit the 1,000 bow move he does, that kind of, you know, it can like do so much damage to you as well, which is insane. Just the amount of damage and power that he has and everything. But that's the thing about fighting games as well. Like, even though I'll always be a Leo guy and I love playing as Leonardo and that kind of thing as well, it's one of those situations where if you're good with a character, you're making better. You know, like you can turn 1 second. What are your thoughts? I did it! Do you see the results from many years of training? Okay, said it again. Well, you know, where you've got obviously the different characters and stuff, and you've got things like to do with the fact of, you know, the balancing, and if you're good as a character, for example, you can turn them from like a D to an A tier, and I kind of think through the many years of playing through as Leonardo, where I've had this game, or got the game very young, sold my Super Nintendo, got a bit back on Super Nintendo and been playing in it, and then since the release of Cowabunga Collection, I was like, hell yes, it's back, and then you can play people online and stuff. I just think it's so cool to play against people online, because just see what characters they would play as and everything else. It's just so cool just to see just the way that I'm able to make Leonardo like play quite well, where beforehand I always used to play as Donnie, because he was the best turtle in the entire game. So, and the cool thing about Chrome Dome is the fact that his moves are very influenced by Dalsim, where you got the long arms and stuff, the long legs, which is very, in a sense, works because he's a robot. So yeah, and you've also got the background there. You've got the neutrinos and the mouses, which is really cool. Because you're in an art museum. I love the fact as well you've got this big fight happening, and you've got just random people in the background just being like, "Yep, nothing's happening here. I'm just enjoying the art," where I could be watching a giant turtle versus a mechanoid droid thing, you know. that looks a lot like the Shredder, so. And I think it's so cool as well that they bring him back for Shredder's Revenge, but they do the fight where it is basically the Shredder fight when you fight against him in the SNES version of... Shit. Oh, fuck!